We're here with NSU head coach Mike McConathy. Coach, got a big win against Southern on Saturday. Now you're back home and played the Coliseum to take on Louisiana College on Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. First of all, let's start with Southern. Overcame an 11-point halftime deficit. Seemed like really good defense and some timely offense were the keys there in the second half.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt about it. I mean, we played kind of second halves. We've been playing the last three games against A&M, Texas Tech, and then Southern University. We played great defense. We played hard. We did some really good things. Southern University was as talented as anybody we played. And, I was just really pleased with the way we played and the tenacity that we showed. We had some guys get on the floor after the ball. Brandon Hutton, Ishmael Lane had 4 charges that we took in the game. John Norvell and CJ Jones got charges, and Dalen Williams, and I'm missing the one LT. Terrence Reed took one. So those things factored into the energy that we had the second half. And I would say this, as a gentleman said to me in the stands, the team that plays the hardest generally is going to win, unless the talent level is so much greater. And from here on in, our talent level should be comparable. So if we will play harder than people, we'll have a chance to be in every ball game.
Of course, the way you like to play, you like to get 10, 11, 12 guys in the game. Southern on Saturday, they were more like 7, 8. How do you feel like that depth helps you and it can help you going forward?
Well, I don't think there's any doubt when you've got 11 guys, 12, 13. We ended up playing, I think, 13 the other day, but, limited in some areas. But, depending on matchups, some guys fit well in games and don't. But I think that Coach Leon Johnson said it best, said that you're in good shape and you're rested. And to be rested at this point physically is not a bad thing, but I think our staff has done an excellent job of saying, hey, we need to back off a little bit because it's more important to be effective for the game than it is to leave it on the practice floor. Not that we're not practicing hard, but we're being a little bit wiser maybe in what we're doing as far as our practice time and identifying what we need to do and not do. So really pleased with that, and the fact that if we can continue to play hard, and I think that our numbers did wear on them, and you could see that they did not have the same juice that they had in the first half, especially with that slam dunk that they had there at the end of the half to go up 11. But we learned something. The score, we always say this, there's nothing less important than the score at halftime. And we were down 11, came back, and ended up, if we make our free throws, it'd been more than a 3-point game. They scored at the buzzer to win. But I really thought we did a good job, and we got to rebound a little bit better, but really pleased with it.
Louisiana College, one of NSU's oldest rivals. Y'all have kind of rekindled this series a little bit over the past 5 or 6 years, playing every year. This is an LC team that's 7-1. All of their games have been on the road or at neutral sites, so they're not unaccustomed to the road. They played Southeastern to 15 points down there in Hammond in November. What challenges does this LC team present?
Well, first of all, Rennie Mason is a really good basketball coach, but more importantly, he's a really good man. And just have so much respect for him and how hard he works and how he gets his players to play hard, just like we try to get our players to play hard. But they are very talented. They've got really good speed. Size presents an issue. We'll be guarding down, and we kind of guarded down a little bit the other night as well. It's against Southern, but we'll be guarding down. Washington is really talented on the inside side. It's always one of those games where possibly there were some kids that we talked to, but we didn't have scholarships, and so now you're playing against them, and it really creates a difficult time because, hey, those guys are wanting to say, hey, you should have taken me. And that's happened time and time again because of the numbers crunch, or you can't take something. One of my former players years ago, son was playing there, and he came in here and had 35 points, and you're scratching your head and saying, wow, I took the wrong guy. When in reality, he had an awesome career there, and it was a great situation for him, and that's where he needed to be. But still, you're questioning yourself. So that presents a little bit of an issue there, but just the fact that they're confident, the fact that they're playing extremely hard, they played on the road, they hadn't played at home. So there's no advantage for being at home with them because they've done a great job on the road.
Coach, thank you very much.